Hello everyone, my name is Praneeth and I'm from breastmom.org development team. Today we're going to talk about how to create an article in Best Mom's editor. So let's go into the Chrome and let me open bestmom.org. So now to create an article you need to log in first. So yeah, I've already logged in. In case you're not logged in, you'll find an option called login here. Upon successful login, you'll come to a page something like this, wherein you can see your account name, username, and some options to create a new article or to edit a previous article or to see your community posts. So now let's just focus on creating a new article. So I've clicked on the new article button and I'll come to some page like this. So this is the editor, I mean the article editor, and you will have category, subcategory, and a template for writing to start an article. Here these categories and subcategories are predefined. Your admin can have the privilege to create a new category or a subcategory. In case you do not find something appropriate for your article content, you can request your admin or call her to create a new category or a subcategory. Here let's just start by creating a pregnancy article, and let's see what subcategory options do we have. So we have these options. Let's just click something baby. Okay, we related to some baby, and this is the title. And so you might observe there are some three dots when I click on this. So each thing is called a block. Your article is a block editor. So this editor has number of blocks, and all these blocks combined will form the article here. Whenever you click on the new space, or you press an enter after you finish the earlier block, you'll come to a place called, you'll see a plus mark. So what is this plus? Or you can use your tab. So what is this plus mark is it is asking you to create a new block. So the block can be of different types. So a block can be either a header, an image, a quote, a link, a list, a warning, checklist, and a table. So these are all the variety of blocks that you'll be able to create here. So for before you start any article, the title is the most important one. So let's just start by writing a title. So we're writing about best baby foods. So if you observe, each block will have a 3-dot symbol at the right hand corner. So what is this? This is, after creating a block, you can edit it or you can change its properties. So all these properties or sequence edits will be in this 3 dots. If you click this, you will have options called, so because this block is a header block, you will have header options for this block. That is, you can either convert it into H1, H2, H3 to H6. So these are all different types of headers available in HTML language. So now what is its importance? H1 is usually for the title. H1 should be only one header per page. So in this article, we will use only one H1, that is the title of the article. So do not create more than one H1s. So remaining H2, H3, H4, H5, you're free to create how many MI you want depending on the need of the article. And H6, this is a special type. This here we are in BestBomb, we use H6 only to create summary of the article. Summary, I mean, here there is an SEO description part, wherein whatever you write in this H6 will go into the what do you say, SEO description, and it is not visible for the user. So here we'll write something like best baby foods include broccoli, palak, etc. So some description, about 20 words you can write, and which is also very important. In case you have doubt of how to write H6, please contact your admin. And next comes, this is a temporary block just for you to read and understand how to create new blocks. So for this tutorial, I'll just remove this block. So to remove any block, you can press the X button twice. First time it will convert into a red cross, and next if you press the cross, it will be gone. So okay, and how to create a new block? Either you press enter from the end of the first block, or you directly use your cursor to click beneath the block that you need to create a new block. If you need to create a block in between any two blocks, you go to the first block, press enter, you will find yourself in between these two, and this will be a new block. Whenever to find if it's a new block, you should find the three dots, so that you can find that, you can tell that it is a new block. So yeah, first let's create a image block. Okay, so we have already had how to do headers. We'll also check later how to do different H2s, H3s, etc. And now let's just create an image. So for an image, if you click the image icon, you'll find a new window opening and asking you to upload what image you want to do. For time being, I'll upload something that I'll have, maybe, I don't know, this one. So when you upload an image goes to the server, and also there will be an imprinting of Best Moms logo. So make sure you have enough space at the bottom left corner for this logo, and there should be an alt text for every image, that is the caption. Here we'll write like best baby foods showing broccoli or something like that. Okay, this is where the alt text of the image goes. And yeah, let's just create another block called quote. So here, when you're creating a quote block, let's like, you need not literally mean different quotations that you find online or something like that. Anything, any matter, any content you want to highlight in the article, you can use quotes. I'll show you at the end how these quotes will be displayed to the end user. So here we'll write broccoli contains potassium in certain percentage, used beneficial for babies. Okay, sorry for my spelling mistakes. Okay. So here author section is an optional one. You can use it or you can just skip it. So here, if in this context you see broccoli contains potassium in whatever percentage is beneficial for babies, then you can write according to National Health Institute or something. Okay, so this is a quote block. You need not have authors. You can just do another additional content also here. And yeah, the next thing is link. So link tool is used to give links, that usually in reference section you can use this as much as possible, or in between the article if you want some reference or some kind of what do you say, refer some other page, you can use this one. You can also do internal links within the Best Mom site, or you can do an external link for some other site. And how it will look is, for example, you go to PubMed and then check out some article. We'll take some link of an article that we want to reference it here. Imagine you have taken some content or taken a statistic given by some article here. So this is an article. You take reference. So you create a link tool, link block, and in this block just copy paste it, the link, and it will convert it into this beautiful link description showing the name of the exact article, and if that article contains some image, that image will be appearing here, and other information. Okay, so this is a link tool, and usually link tools will use it in reference section. You can also use it anywhere. Let's go to the next tool. list. So how about creating lists? Lists can be two types. It can be ordered lists, that is you'll have numbers 1 2 3 etc., or unordered lists where you have dots kind of a notation. Here lists or a single block. For example, here this will, let's create a list: first, second, and third. Third. To go to the next list point, you need to press enter, and you can create a list. So this whole thing is a block, like all one first, second, third points clubbed together, it will become one block. So the usage becomes when you want to create a clear list, a continuous list. So you can also add matter, like first point there is something that is attached, some content that you want to write here, you can write. But if you want to create a different media type, like for the first one you want to give an image, you will not be able to do it here. That is the restriction here. So the list items which are short, concise, or have only five six liner information to associated to each point, you can do it here. But if you think you have a different kind of media to be inserted in between the lists, you will not be able to do it here. So then use some kind of header or a paragraph. So for example, I'll use a h2 and say first point, and manually you can give also number. Okay, and then inside the first point you'll write paragraph. A paragraph tool, paragraph block here need not to be decide or defined here. So anything without selecting any of the block option, just continue writing here. So this is a paragraph. Okay, so this is where, and in within the first so here we are creating, instead of the list item, we have created a header giving it a number 1, which and have different kinds of media types, that is paragraph, and then you can upload an image here, and this all will become into the first paragraph, first point. And then you can create the second point, again create an header h2 and second point. So this is the type of list that you can create if you want different media types. Now if it is a simple plain list, use this. You can also convert it into an dotted system, that is unordered. Okay, so that is about lists. Okay, so let's now go into a warning section. This is also very useful and has a beautiful layout for the end user. So here we have different types: avoid, must, do not, caution, suggestion. These are some options. You can use any other option also, but using these keywords will have a different color and layout and to the end user. Let's see how this will impact the final article. Let's try all the sections. Avoid sugars, and then you create what was there, must. So must, make sure that you use correct spellings, otherwise the layout will be different. So must to eat broccoli, and then next warning tool is do not, I guess. Yeah, do not eat more than 3 grams of salt per day, something related. And then caution, always clean your veggies. Okay, and then the last one is suggestion. Suggestion is wash hands before eating. What happens if you do a spelling mistake? So yeah, suggestion. I just skipped E wantedly. So we'll see what's wrong with what will happen. Okay. Once the article is approved, the look of the various warning blocks will be like this. And then, so we've covered all these. Okay, checklists. So get up early, brush your teeth, go to market, get some veggies, cook them properly, eat healthy. So I'm creating some random checklists and some things that usually people do off. You can click it or click like this, and then these are to be done kind of an notation. So this is how you use checklists, and then you can use tables. So tables are a little bit tricky in this editor. So after you write and you create a actually, so if a standard 2 by 2 table matrix is created by default. If you want to create a row extra, you click on the plus symbol as a row like this, it will come. And if you want a column, click on the column. Okay, so but once you have created it and you started writing, if you by mistake create a column, it cannot be deleted, and you have to recreate the whole table. But if there is a row created additionally, you can just leave it, because the rows will be if the complete row is empty, it will be deleted later. So if you by mistake create a row, just leave it. But if you delete if you create a column which is not useful for you, you have to recreate the table. That is with the editor, and we are looking forward for improvements on the table editor. As soon as there is some update, I'll keep you posted. So yeah, this is like table header 2, 3, and some content here. Like that, you can create table a normal usage. So yeah, so these are different blocks. This whole article can contain n number of blocks, how many ever you want to create. And like if you do not, paragraph is also a block, but the option will not be here, because that is by default a block is a paragraph. So this is so now let's create a bigger paragraph and show you how it will be. Let me copy paste some matter here. Okay, so this is a paragraph. So within any block you will have some in block tools. So these are blocks. Okay, see these are the block tools, the headers, the the warnings, the checklists, the tables, the quotes, the links are all block tools. Within a block you will have some tools, like you want to bold something, you can use, you can just double click or select some text. Okay, and then you will have options of bold, italics, or hyperlink. So here we can bold something, we can do an italics or something, and you wanted to give a link something, you can just put the link here, and then give the link, and after pasting the link just press enter. So you'll see a underline and a different color for your hyperlinked text. This is how you create inline tools, that is inside the block. If you want to highlight something, this is how you do it. So I think that's it. So this is how you keep creating different blocks and extend your article, and I'll tell you what will happen later. So for any article, category and subcategory are a must. Title, make sure your title is unique and also has certain keywords, and H6 is another important part, wherein you dedicate H6 only for the summary of the article, which is not visible for your end user but can be used for SEO description of the article. And then you at least need to have one image per article, which will be used for the article title image, the hero image. And yeah, that's it. So let's do a saving. So how the saving works and how you need to send it for approval. So if you once click on save draft, the article will be saved, and you'll get an ID also here. And once it is there, once you see an ID, you can be rest assured that the article is already saved. If there is some error, imagine there is some error in sending the draft, do not close this page. This page will have all the blocks and all the content here, so do not close this page. If you have some doubt, contact your admin that your saved draft is not working, or they'll see what they can do. Otherwise you need to save your article outside of this editor. That will not happen most of the times. It can be easily rectified, or you will not, most of the times you will not even have this issue, but in case you have it. And once you see the ID, you can just go back to your user page, and see your edited articles, and under the edited articles you can see like we have created best baby, yeah, so best baby foods. So you can continue the editing of your article from where you have left once you do a save draft. So next, so this is the editing is done and you want to see how the article looks, you just send it for approval. Your admin will have the option to approve it. So once it is approved, you will have a different view of the article. So let me just give you a short information about how the article might look. I cannot approve that article because it is not correct content, and we should not send such copy pasted content to Google. So let me just go through any of the article. Let's go to the yeah, so this is all created by h2s. All the h2s will have will be indexed as the contents of the article. So this contents table will have links to the all the h2s. So when you're dividing your article into different segments, divide it in give them the h2. So start a paragraph header with a h2, and then whatever inside you'll have, use h3s and h4s and h5s. So that will be sufficient for most of the articles. So h1 is the article title, h2 is the table of contents and major headers, h3s, h4s, h5s you can use within the like within the h2s. That is, here you see this is the h2, and h2 contains a paragraph, and within that subheaders. So this is h3, and h4s and h5s are also there. You can see them later, and yeah, so h6 is again is not visible here. It is so once we go back, you can see the h6 here. So pregnancy tests can be taken as early as first day. This part where you see here is the h6, which is introduction or the summary of the article. The same thing is will also be shown on the Google results page. So h6 has a special usage here, and so that's how. And next we'll see how different things work. This is the link tool. So here we have so when to take a pregnancy test, we have given a link to some other best moms article, so that it will come like this. The link tool, you'll have a title of the article, you'll have an image of the article, you'll have some summary of the article, and the website where the article is referenced to, and that is a link tool. So these are all images that you need to upload, and this is a list how this is our list will look. And yeah, these are the things we have created a must warning, and I forgot to show you another one. Yeah, suggestion. So this will have different kind of layouts. So each one will have a different design. So let me show you. Yeah, these are the cautions. These are again the references and links. Let me show you a quotation, how a quotation might look. Let me go to another art. Yeah, so this is something quotation. Quotation is like pain is subjective is a simple term wherein you want to take the user's look here. Okay, and this is do not. And yeah, h3s and h4s and list items stuff. I think it no, yeah, this is the checklist. Okay, so that's it. I think I've covered most of the parts of how to use the editor to create a new article. In case you have any further questions, please contact your admin. I think they can help you through. Thank you.